I could just raise it. What did I do? How did these roofs look? How did I do these? Well, that's just full of blocks. That's not even the staircase ones. And that was... Okay. We will redo the roof. Yeah, so I'm currently going through the Riften quests. Being a bad person, but once again, stealth archer is the way to do it. And if being a bad person is going to upgrade my stealth techniques, I ain't complaining. Well, I am, but I ain't complaining. We need to get a couple more houses. Because the one I've got at the moment, Lakeview, is definitely set up for... Well, I haven't done the interiors yet, but it's definitely more set up for living as a solo adventurer, not so much set up for... I decided to start kidnapping children. And knowing me, I'm going to want to adopt the amount I can. I wish I could adopt more of them. I'm going to end up with so many houses, mainly because it turns out, that's not what I want to do. The Heartfire DLC, which is the one that does all the houses and building, has been expanded. So there's even more plots of land I can buy. Which means all the more houses I can potentially build. And you're like limited to 2 kids. I could, on my own, adopt the entirety of the orphan populi and raise them. And sure, right now it might be difficult, but once the money starts rolling in, especially if I start doing all the thieves quests, because my god does the money roll in those quests, it's not going to be an issue. But we'll have to see. Maybe they have updated it, so I haven't started stealing children yet. Also, a lot more, it appears, like, carrying pets available. Because when I first started, I found an ad to buy a goat, and I didn't go buy the goat because I had no gold. But then I was in the Ratway in Riften, and I freed a skeever, which is a rat type thing from the game. And it'd be like, hey, I wish to carry stuff for you. And I'm going, do I have to get rid of Lydia? Like, I will. Apart from, at the moment, she is my meat shield. Because I can assure you, her armor is 400% better than the stuff I'm trying to wear. Like, there was a really early on quest I did, and the armor I got from it was pretty OP for the level I was at. But it was really heavy armor, and I mean, it was heavy, heavy armor. I didn't have the um, luxury of carrying that type of armor with me. So I gave it to her. Full intention of selling it, because each piece was like nearly 1,000 gold, and I thought, yeah, if I sell this, that'd be great. And then I remembered I don't have all the bartering perks, so it doesn't matter if I sell it. I'm not going to get all the money for it anyway. So I thought, just hand it to her, she can look after it, and when I finally upgrade my speech, which has taken forever to do, I will hand it over, sell it. But honestly, I think she's going to be keeping it, mainly because I'm squidgy, a very squishy character still at the moment. That's what I get for playing a stealth character. Though I'm even wearing heavy armor right now, which is a little annoying because I keep upgrading my heavy armor stats, where as soon as I get Nightingale armor, I'll be in light armor. So, and I can't wait to travel the continent because there's also a temperature gauge. You get too cold, get too hot, it complains at you. Okay, I feel like maybe one more up. Yeah, yeah. You go to the hot. It's just go somewhere cold and you start freezing. So I assume if you go somewhere too hot, you'll start overheating. I'm obviously buying warm clothes at the moment. Yeah. Ah, apparently I need to sleep. So all that stuff to come when I play that. Unfortunately, I have no way to um record from my Switch to my computer as far as I know. There's probably a way to do it, and I'm sure people have, without buying expensive ports and whatever. So you won't be able to see all those games I play on my Switch, so I have to talk about them. Like how I've been playing Bayonetta 3, which is quite enjoyable. I say quite because it's just a little sort of missions on it I'm playing through, and I thought they were fun to start with, and now I just realise I don't actually like them. But that's a me problem. I will deal with it as I get through it. For those who are playing it, it's the genre sections when you're creeping through. Like, I'm pretty sure I've unintentionally just restarted a section I've already played, but I didn't find it as enjoyable as I thought it was going to be. Unlike Skyrim, which is highly enjoyable, even when I'm like really late to the Skyrim game, which is kind of a hilarious way to phrase it. Either way, I can see why they keep re-releasing it. When you make perfection, why would you bother building new games? Like, honestly, I think some of their other games, if they added this sort of treatment to it, that'd be amazing. I'm thinking about Fallout 4 here. So I quite enjoyed Fallout 4. Shh. Even if I can't go through the ghoul infested stages and I have to have my older sister playing it for me because I'm a squishy crybaby who doesn't like monsters. And yet the Dirigar don't bother me. Okay, build this up slightly. I mean, yes, that needs building there, but I wanted that side. There's quite a few games I'm actually looking forward to playing this year. I'm actually kind of surprised because Hogwarts Legacy is one of them. I don't know if I've spoken to it yet. About you. God, I make it sound like it's a thing. About it yet. But so I've really fallen out of love with just Harry Potter in general, and it's not even totally to do with any of the controversy around the creator of or whatever. I don't even know what's really going on about that. But I sort of fell out of love with it. I think it's something to do with we just watched it a lot when I was younger, and a lot of things I watched when I was younger, I don't like anymore. And I heard them talking about this game, and I thought, well, it sounds like a game. It could be good, it probably won't be. I'm not exactly gonna look into it too much because I didn't really realize. I thought they were still just talking about the game. I didn't realize they were actually making it. And basically, if it's anything like what I thought it might be like, well, I think it might be like, it's going to be good. Like, even if it's only just what I think it could be like, it's going to be good in a way that I can't even be mad at it. If it lets me be a witch in a mostly open worldish sort of exploration game, allowing me to go to classes, whilst to learn skills, whilst having a main storyline and it isn't dull, I'm going to be very happy. I'd be very content with this game. But really depends. So they might not do it that way. They might make it dull and boring, and I'll be sad. Because as a Ravenclaw, God, he's Pottermore. I think everyone's done it at some point. Make a joke about you really can't be call yourself British unless you've done your Pottermore. But I think everybody's done it, no matter where. I always ended up being a Ravenclaw. It's very weird because I'm not really a Ravenclaw. I'm not smart enough for that type of stuff. Okay, that's that bit sort of done. The inside's gonna need neatening up, but I'll sort that out later. Now I've got to do this bit, which may be difficult to do since I've already finished the big bit, but I'm sure it won't be that hard. Only because I know it doesn't have to be as tall as that bit. But if I start building it like... I feel like it's going to be a long video for my first video back. It'll probably be cut in half, like, really barbarically. Just, shoop, there we go. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not even on the editing stage, I'm just still on the talking, but it feels like I've been going on for a while. Which is me, so I probably have been going on for a while. There's probably many of you going, oh, for God's sake, shut up, Missy. We missed the time lapses. We miss watching you just build. Well, no, I want to talk about stuff. And then I proceed to not talk about stuff. But yeah, so I didn't think I'd be looking forward to it, but I am kind of. And I was talking to someone at work who's also the same boat as me. Doesn't really have much love for the franchise anymore. Wasn't expecting to be actively looking forward to it. Is. It's a very weird situation. And what else? Justice League versus Suicide Squad. Um, or Suicide Squad versus the Justice League. No secret, I'm a DC. I like my DC. I think someone probably could call me a DC fangirl and I wouldn't cry. I've always tried to say I don't really have favourites out of Marvel and DC. I like them both equally. Then I realised, nah, I much prefer DC. You stick Batman in a game, I'm buying it. You stick Constantine in the game, I'll buy it. There isn't really a Marvel character that you stick in a game and I'm like, I must play this game. I can't actually think of one that would make me want to play a game. Not Superman. I'm a big fan of Superman. Okay, I do like Superman, but I prefer him when he's with people. That's okay. find that otherwise he's a little bit, I don't know, he's just a little bit, oh, how can I phrase it? When he's on his own, I can't understand why he's so useless. It, you're watching it going, you're meant to be like good at this, you're meant to be the hero, you're meant to be this strong person, and you're struggling to defeat this guy. Like my god! But when he's with others, it's oh yeah, because of course they have to showcase everyone's talents. So yeah, they can't just make one guy super powerful. Not just so not a big fan of just Superman. What other games? Any other games I know of that's I'm looking forward to or just weirdly looking forward to? Can't actually think of any more. So I don't really. I just remembered one. I don't really keep up to date with the whole like game releases, press releases, all that. If it gets on my news feed, I'll be like, ooh, but if it doesn't do that, I'm not usually aware. But after saying that, I've just remembered one, which is I'm sure one of you must have heard of it, or at least played it. And if you have a phone, you've sure seen it advertises. But the Love Nikki dress up games. Um, I have played just about all of the ones they've made to some extent. Like at the moment, actually playing Shining, but I did play the original one when it was really popular and out. And they're releasing a open world adventure for it, I think on PC. I'm weirdly looking forward to see how that goes out. I don't know if I'll play it personally, but I most likely will look it up and see what other people are doing with it, find out more about the game, then I might play it. Why? Because I'm a sucker for anything that reminds me of even slightly of my childhood. I know it's not really my childhood because I'm playing it now, but it just looks interesting and fun and a bit different. And as much as I try and deny it, I am still a girl. I do like when I grew up on dress up games. I know it's weird. I say it, I deny it like I'm gotta show I'm some macho gamer man type thing. But no, I don't know. I'm weird. Good thing we're on the mycelium bio. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little sip. Could only be a little sip because it turns out I don't have as much water as I thought I did. Okay, that will do. I'm not happy with it. I don't like doing roofs. It's one of the reasons I use a lot of guides because I just can't do roofs. I still need to add the glass. I definitely need to light up in here even though it is mycelium, so I don't have to worry, but I can't see a thing. Right. I for sure I'm having these across. Why? Because I just like this effect. Excuse me. Though it is slightly uneven. I'd may say I really should have just thrown myself over one, but then we'll be in the realms of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, but then we're in the realms of an even number. That I should actually have to throw myself over 2. That one would work. But still, even numbers, and I prefer not to work with even numbers. Or I could readjust where these are, but no, this looks okay. Not too many. Keeps this way there. Fireplace. Cool. I suppose I could do the fireplace now, and we can see how much smoke. I don't pick up the lanterns. How much? I also need iron bars. Very good at this. That's that. Put some iron in front of that, that'd be good. Oops. I remember the days of having to do netherrack and oh, that's perfect. Netherrack, flint and steel, and just beg you've put enough stone around it so it doesn't accidentally set everyone on fire. But no matter what you did, you'd watch it for 10 minutes straight, nothing would catch on fire. You think you have done the perfect ratio, and then you come back, you go off for a little bit in your mind, or whatever, you come back, your entire house is burnt down. I miss those days. In a very I do not miss those days manner. I feel kind of feel like that is a window. I don't know why. I'll see how it looks from the outside. Yeah, nah, I don't know. And that looks okay as well. I feel like it's be weird. We'll do that. We'll make it look a bit like a weird face. Yeah, you can see a lot. You can see what's happening. Don't need anything on the back wall. And then do. I mean, it's busy. If I thought about this a bit better, I'd have built it so I had a lovely sea view, but we're not. This probably won't be the only tavern, obviously. Once again, we'll do that. So I think it gives like the effects of really big windows. Obviously, fireplace. Without taking up the entire wall. Wonderful. Uh, and what else? Okay, I'm pretty sure by now I must have done a random cut, like really at random, shot this in half, midway through a conversation. Why? Because then I don't have to upload for 2 weeks. That doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Let's try with some slabs, maybe? Give it a go. Come on, behave. Looks a bit better, I think. All the cobblestone, the poor lighting in here, it's very two-dimensional for something that's 3D. But he took the room. I've still got to decide what I'm putting in here. Probably do cobble again. Or maybe wood. I haven't. Decisions. Probably have to play with it. I could just carry on with stone, but I don't think I feel like I want to. Okay, so I have what do I have left to do? Decorate it, obviously. This is going to be a pub. I want to do a downstairs cellar with. a secret access point into black market. That isn't really a secret. I need some iron bars, which... Do I have any with me? No, I don't. Which I will add myself in a bit. What else? What else? I think honestly that's it. Obviously decide how I'm doing all that, and I know I won't add a complete top floor, but I might add like a very small balcony at the top. Yeah, that could look good. Like this much, or maybe only half. Staircase up. Why not? And I was going to add an additional like bunkhousey element to the side, and I might still do that. Got plenty of space. But I think that'll do for me today. Maybe because it's been a while and my throat hurts now. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Tell me something awesome. Comment, tell me something terrible. This is Missy signing off. Goodbye.